Welcome to Soothing Pod's meditation. In this meditation, we will be exploring motivation, uncovering how we might mindfully navigate a lack of motivation when we recognize it. To begin the practice, take a moment to find a comfortable seated position. Let your spine be long and your shoulders fall gently, hands resting where they are comfortable. Close your eyes if you've not yet done so, and take just a moment to arrive in this space. Even though you have undoubtedly physically arrived where you are, it can take some time to mentally land in this present moment, to set aside thoughts about the past and ideas about the future. So just practice this for a moment now, noticing what it feels like to simply be right here. You can use the breath to anchor you. Or you might draw your attention to the floor beneath you. In either case, just take a few silent moments to ground yourself. If thoughts arise in the silence, know that this is entirely natural. Simply note the thought that has come up, acknowledging it without holding on to it, and then come back to your anchor as you exhale. Now take a moment just to gently check in with the physical body, noting if there is any contraction or tension present. You might see if you can soften any particular muscle groups, or simply send a loving breath into any areas of tension you cannot consciously release. Once you are physically relaxed as much as possible, just mind the breath for a few more moments of silence before we begin our exploration of motivation. To begin this inquiry, let's consider what motivation is. Motivation is a feeling we experience when we are stimulated into action, whether by desire, energy, or some other driving factor. A lack of motivation, therefore, is when there's an absence of the fuel that drives action. And for many of us, it can become a chronic experience. Lack of motivation happens to every one of us. While it is natural for it to arise from time to time, mindfulness practice can help us become more aware of its energy and support us in navigating this feeling. First and foremost, mindfulness increases our awareness of our energy levels, what motivates us, and what doesn't motivate us. Through mindful self-inquiry, we can take the time to get to know what truly matters to us. Mindful inquiry can also help us to be more conscious when we lack the motivation to meet certain obligations, in which case it can help us overcome the thought patterns of resistance. Visualization is another tool that can help us to overcome lack of motivation when it occurs. By envisioning how we want to feel and what we want to experience, we cultivate the energy that is in alignment with that dream. This can support us in making choices that move us in the right direction. Lastly, when we become more mindful of what we need to do, what we want to do, and our own inner patterns of resistance, we can create an action plan that encourages us. We might break our big obligations into smaller chunks, ensuring that we give ourselves only what we can manage at any moment. Now, let's take a moment to use visualization to enhance our feeling of motivation. Begin by checking your posture once again, ensuring your spine is long and your heart space is gently held open. Follow your breath for a couple of rounds, softening your forehead, your jaw, your belly, and your hands. And then, in your mind's eye, I invite you to imagine yourself standing in a space that inspires you. It might be a natural environment, such as a forest or a beach, or it might be an art studio, your favorite room, or a cozy cafe. Whatever brings you to life, imagine yourself there for a moment now. Envision yourself moving through this space, full to the brim with energy and vitality, feeling fully embodied in whatever you are doing here. Whether you are working, walking, dancing, or playing, feel what it is like to be inspired. Imagine yourself feeling light, happy, confident, and free. Take a few long, deep breaths in and out to stoke the fire of this energy now. And then slowly let the imagery fade, holding on to that sense of vitality and energy in your body. Imagine how you will use this energy to navigate and fuel the tasks of the day ahead. Now, gently come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And then to the surface that supports you here. Bring a bit of light movement to your hands and feet now. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes to the world. I hope you've enjoyed today's meditation. See you again.